welcome to another exciting episode of Becoming the Product. Happy Monday, happy July. I feel like this episode is needed because we're starting the second half of the year. And this is usually when we start our New Year resolutions all over again. So I hope you pick up something from this episode. I hope it's something you can put into practice to help in your journey. Today we'll be talking about what personal branding means to a product manager. Now, when I started or when I was transitioning, I didn't think personal brand was for professionals. For some reason, I thought it was just for creators, like people who were influencers or musicians or all those like people who are out there. I didn't think that as a professional, you need a personal brand, you need an online presence. But during my transitioning journey, when I was following like my peers, my digital mentors, people that I look up to in the product management field, and I saw the way they were like coming up every day, showing up every day, talking about things they've learned, having webinars, having all that. I was like, okay, this can actually help, because one thing about personal brands is that, especially in this day and age where the market, like the competitive job market, is ridiculous. There are a lot of people looking for jobs. I remember when I do an application and I submit, I'll see like maybe 1,500 people have applied, 1,800 people have applied. I'm like, all of you are looking for jobs at the same time. So having a personal brand helps you, like, makes you be that needle in the crowd, like that person makes you stand out. And that is why I decided to have this talk today, because I've had people reach out saying, Naya, how are you doing it? How are you showing up? How do you remain relevant? How are you even talking about things online? And I felt that, okay, this is needed. Alongside your transitioning journey, alongside your boot camps, your volunteering, you also need to have a strong online presence. So let's start first with what personal branding means to you. So personal branding is basically marketing yourself and your career as a brand. So for you as a product manager, it involves you showcasing your skills, your experiences, your values, the unique qualities that make you stand out in the field. It's all about creating that narrative. Like if I Google your name now, what comes up? You have the power to influence that search option. So when you have this online presence that you're sharing your knowledge, you're showing up, you're networking, you're connecting, you're doing something online, whenever someone Googles your name, that is what will show up. And that is what having a personal brand means. And you being able to control that narrative that defines who you are as a professional and what you bring to the table. So just like how you have an idea, you build a solution, build a product, and you're trying to market that brand. So you're trying to make that product brand as appealing to customers. It's the same way you need to build your personal brand and make yourself appealing to employers, to colleagues, and to the wider professional community. Your personal brand is a reflection of your reputation, your work ethic, and your professional identity. So we keep hearing personal brands, personal brands. But why is it important? Why do we do it? Why do we need to have it? And number one is differentiation. Like I said before, the market is... there are a lot of people, especially with the recent layoffs, there are a lot of people in the market looking for jobs. There are a lot of product managers. I won't lie to you. So having a personal brand helps you stand out, because standing out is essential. It differentiates you from the other professionals who have similar qualifications, who have similar experiences. So for instance, if you've joined a boot camp now and you are like 1,000 in that boot camp and 1,000 of you are for product managers, when that boot camp ends, 1,000 of you will be looking for jobs. So what makes you stand out of that 1,000? What makes you different? What differentiates you from all of you that have the same qualifications? That is one reason why personal branding is important. Another one is career advancement. A well-personal brand can open doors to new opportunities and can attract potential employers. I've seen people who, just from what they post on LinkedIn, for instance, people reach out to them for jobs. They haven't had to look for jobs, so they started having our careers because of what they are putting out there, what they are showing that they know, the skills they have, the experiences they have, and people will want those kind of things. It also opens doors to speaking engagements. Maybe because you've talked about a particular topic, some people can reach out to you and say, okay, come and teach, come and speak at my conference, at my webinars. It can even result in mentorship opportunities. Another reason why personal brand, maybe I'll call it PB, why PB is important is building trust and credibility. When you constantly present yourself as a knowledgeable and reliable professional, it builds trust with people, your peers, with your supervisors, with stakeholders, kind of people that are invested in that kind of career or in what you have to offer. Networking is another reason why personal branding is important. A strong personal brand can enhance your network effort. It makes it easier for like-minded professionals to find you. If you come online and you're talking about PM, another PM might reach out to you and you guys can connect. And maybe when that person has an opportunity, because he has seen what you're putting out, he might recommend you for that. So you shouldn't take PB as very likely. You should try to invest your time and a little bit of resources to ensure that you have a good online presence. And the last reason why it's important is influence and leadership. As your personal brand grows, so does your influence. You become that thought leader in your field, the person that people look up to. Someone will look up to you for insights, for guidance. If they need something, they're like, Naya has posted something. Wow, what's going to read it? Go and put what she has said to practice. Like, things like that help you as a professional, help you in your field. So now we've spoken about what personal brand means to you as a product manager. We've spoken about why it is important. Now I said to share a few, I'll call them strategies on how you can build a personal brand successfully. So I'll mix it up with a few of my experiences and what I did to showcase that as well, to showcase my personal brand. So number one is define your brand. I know this one is like, okay, what do you mean by defining your brand? When you want to be or you want to start showing up online, you need to understand that you're going to be talking about your experiences, your skills, what you have to offer. So you need to first of all sit down and like, okay, let me look at my experiences, my skills, everything I've done up to when I started working to date. And what can I talk about online that I can definitely relate to? So you first of all start by identifying your core strengths, your values, your unique selling points, what you're passionate about, what you excel in, what sets you apart. Now, when you've done this self-reflection, you've written down everything, you're able to draft or write out exactly what you want to be known for. Like if I put my name on Google, what's that statement that comes up? Like that's what I try to envision all the time. And for me, it was when I was transitioning, I didn't really see resources that I could relate to, if that makes sense. Yes, there are a lot of PM resources, but they were from different points of view, not from my own specific point of view. And I felt that, okay, maybe I should start sharing my experience to see there are people out there that resemble me. So that is what I want to be known for. Someone that helps you transition well, based on the skills and experiences you've had. When you listen to my own experience, you can relate to it and you're able to put into practice whatever it is I talk about. The second point, or the second strategy, is create a strong online presence. Before my product management journey, I was not an online person. And those kind of people that just come on Instagram, look at other people's whatever pictures, videos, comments. I don't even comment. I only comment if I like colors. And maybe I post maybe on birthdays. Even to date, if you go to my personal Instagram, is just birthday celebration post you see. Well, when I realized that, okay, I wanted to land this PM job after my boot camp, and I wanted to do everything possible to ensure that that happened, I realized that having that online presence so that opportunities relocate me was necessary. So in this digital age, you have so many options. You have so many social media platforms. There's LinkedIn, there's Twitter, Instagram, Yeah, we'll tell you to do more of LinkedIn because that is where you see your career opportunities. But there are other skills that you might want to exhibit that will showcase more on Twitter, on Instagram. So feel free to use those platforms as well. So you optimize your LinkedIn profile, create a personal website or a blog, be active on those platforms, share your insights, locate some PM communities. That's another thing. Aside from your personal presence, join communities where you can also make a difference, where you can contribute. Another strategy would be network actively, just like I said before. Aside from your personal, ensure to join communities, LinkedIn groups, any PM community that would help you showcase your skills, help you practice them, help you network, help you connect. Another way you can network could be this community. They offer a lot of, if it's not webinars, meetings, interview prep. All this helps you one way or the other. It helps you build relationship. It increases your visibility. It's not just about who you know, but also who knows you. So if you, for instance, attend, people in product, they do interview prep every 2 weeks Tuesday. If you attend one of it, go online and talk about what you've done more. People will now see what you're posting. People might be interested in your take in certain things. That's what I did in my early transitioning days. I tried to attend a lot of webinars, a lot of online events. So you could see me at Interview Prep by PIP. You could see me in their webinars. They also do webinars. Dev Career also do webinars. From Naya, the senior PM, he does this group mentorship sessions on Saturdays. I also attended that. And when you're done with that, it brings me to my next strategy. You share your knowledge. This helps you even have content to share. That's how I tell people. If you're always saying that I don't have anything to share, I don't have anything to talk about, when you attend these webinars, when you attend these events, it gives you what you need to even talk about. If you attend a webinar on Saturday, for instance, you already have content for the whole week. You can take out what all your notes, structure it down into content for the week and talk about it, share your knowledge, position yourself as an expert, share your experiences. If you're good at writing, do a blog post. If you're good at podcasting like me, record a podcast. If you're good at video, do YouTube. Give talks, do live events on LinkedIn, do live events on Twitter. Sharing valuable content not only helps others, but also reinforces your expertise and builds your reputation. So let me use myself as an example, for instance. When I wanted to talk about myself online, like have an online presence, I knew that I looked at my strengths. I was an okay writer. I wasn't too good on video. And I loved podcasting as an idea, but I didn't think I could actually do it. But like I said before, I wanted to be put in a way where I always had something to talk about. And I felt that if I combine my writing with podcasting, I would definitely have create that opportunity to always have something to talk about. That was the main reason why I went through the podcast route. And if you look at my season 1 episodes, it was me sharing my stories, me trying to learn how the podcast works, how to learn a lot of things regarding podcasting. And this time around, this season 2, I'm a little bit more intentional with my topics, with my guests. It's showing growth, if that makes sense. And that is what you want to do. Yes, you might feel that I have never, before my transitioning journey, I had never done podcasting before. But right now, my podcast is done solely by me. I do the recording, the editing, the social media, the content, the guests, everything from beginning to when the episode is recorded to when it is launched. It's all me. And if you had told me 5 years ago that you are joking, from Naya, start a podcast and run it, it would have never been something I would have done. So those are some of the strategies I've put in place. Another thing would be consistent and be authentic. So how I remain consistent, how I remain authentic is, like I said, go to events, have content that you've stored up, create what they call a content bank. Any idea you have, put it there so that you never run out of ideas. Authentic is about personal stories. Because you've attended this event or in partaking in this challenge or in this hackathon, you are able to relate your post to yourself, and that is what keeps you authentic. I took a course in Masterclass by Robin, Effective and Authentic Communication, and that statement she made, always make your mess your message, has always been with me. When she explained that she was like, everybody has something going on. You have an experience that you feel that is unique to you. But there might be people out there that might want to learn from that experience. So that's what it means by making your mess, making things that are unique to you the message or the primary focus of your content. And that helps you to remain authentic. So I hope I haven't spoken too long. Personal brands on LinkedIn is something I've spoken about twice now in public, and I feel that more people need to hear about it. That's why I say to do a full episode about it. So building your personal brand as a product manager is not just a one-time effort. It's a continuous journey. It's something that you experiment with. Maybe you were posting daily and say, no, let me go back to 3 times a week. Or you were posting more of pictures, like, let's try videos, let's try a blog, let's try articles. There are lots of formats with which you can show up online. But all you need to do is to ensure that you've defined your unique value, you create that strong online presence, you actively network. It's not just about showing up, you need to engage as well. Share your knowledge, seek feedback, and try to be consistent and authentic. And you can always create that powerful personal brand that makes the opportunities you want come to you. So thank you so much, guys, for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope that you are going to be able to put in some of the strategies I talked about into use. As usual, I'm available on social media, and you can actually send a voice note to me on Spotify if you want me to hear your voice as well. And I also started a newsletter, something new I started this season too. So if you would like to share more insights about the episode, you want to have access to the show notes and some free resources, please sign up at my website, www.becomingtheproduct.simple.in. Thank you guys so much again. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good week.